Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. This video is going to be all about the Fabled Fortune defensive battle summer event that's happening right now in Dragalia Lost. In this video I'm going to play through the EX battle, and while the gameplay footage rolls, I'll share my impressions on the event as a whole and dive into my thoughts on the event story. So here we are in the defensive battle event on the EX difficulty. Got my theme team here for this event with Ieyasu, Mitsuhide, Summer Ronzel, and Summer Luca. And one thing I want to point out right off the bat is that, as you can see, we are on a beach-themed tropical map for the defensive battles. I know these can just be autoed through and the map isn't the biggest deal in the world, but I love that they went through the care and the effort of actually making this defensive battle theme fit the locale and the story of this event and the time of year with this summer theme event. So I really appreciated that about this. Even though when you look at the layout and the enemy spawn pattern, it is exactly the same as most of the defensive battles that we're used to. The only time that we got a real original map outside of this sort of reskin was the Ageless Artifice event. There was a couple defensive battles back. Nevertheless, I was still happy to see this because I like when a little bit of effort is put in here to make us feel like we're really in the setting that is in the story. So not only that, but this beach theme is just one of my favorite themes. I think the water and everything just looks super good. So I want to praise that. Otherwise, from a gameplay standpoint, not much has changed. It's your typical defensive battle fare. Unfortunately, with the field training, which is the hardest battle in this, the map is actually not beach themed. It's just like a regular themed map, so that was a little bit of a bummer when I found that out. But still, being able to do this on EX and the master difficulty, this was still pretty fun. Okay, so let's dive a little bit more into the story of the event. The event story centers around Ieyasu and Marishiten arriving in kind of a resort town. Used to be a fishing town, but one that's turned to tourism as their economy has kind of struggled a bit, called Aquagi. And arriving here, they hear of a legend of a well and some gold, some treasure buried beneath this well by a samurai who arrived centuries ago. And apparently this samurai bore the same mark of Ieyasu's clan, the Boar clan, and so it makes Ieyasu wonder if this is a figure, a historical figure known as the Tanuki that supposedly abandoned his clan in the past, ran off on a ship with this gold, and maybe somehow arrived at this beach, at this island, and planned on building this well for the people that live there. So anyway, we go into the story. Eventually it works out that Ieyasu and Marishiten are kind of digging into this well to try to find if the gold is buried there. It's actually a really cute moment for Ieyasu. Like, I know there are a lot of Ieyasu fans out there. I do like Ieyasu, but this made me like him even more, just like how determined he was to kind of bulldoze and dig his way through to find out the mystery of his ancestors, and just how he's become a little bit more relaxed and carefree, but like so earnest in his will to get this done. I really like that about him in this event. And also on the island is Mitsuhide. And so Mitsuhide is chilling, she's relaxing, but also interested in this gold and interested in getting people to dig for her and excavate this well site. Eventually, it gets to the point where Ieyasu is so determined to do this that he calls in the support of Ronzel and people from the Halidom. I love that the characters that were chosen were all super relevant. So we had the Rokins, Lazri and Gald. We had our treasure hunters like Vita, Pietro, Marty, etc. So that was very fun. They all come, they're trying to dig up all this treasure. And eventually, Ieyasu realizes that this is actually part of Mitsuhide's scheme, and that her mice, including Bonnie, are sort of placing this treasure there, and all of this was to get a big hibernation cave for herself so she could chill out and relax. As it turns out, though, one of the objects that Ieyasu found on there actually was really old and not placed there by Mitsuhide, which made him want to continue working and digging and finding what was there, and there actually was the remnants of his ancestor there, and he was able to bury his ancestor, the Tanuki, to rest, also find a sweet message there, and then strike at the earth until this hot spring gushed forth ultimately revitalizing the economy of this town, which is sort of what Mitsuhide wanted to do. It was just a cute story overall, and at the very end, we got a name drop of our next Worm Clan leader, Shingen, who I guess will be the Tiger Clan leader at New Year's next year. Overall, pretty good event. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Just a day or so left on it. Thank you as always for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time.